It's been a while since I've done a video for anything. Seems like my body's wanting me to quit doing anything, but my mind is still coming up with ideas that I need to be doing. So I've tried to just kind of downsize my projects a little bit to make my body happy. My mind will not put up with sitting in the house all day watching TV, like my body seems to want to do. It likes that lazy boy recliner pretty well. But here I am out in the garage again, and I've got this little project. I probably just ought to title these videos "More Proof That I'm Not a Welder." But it's a little welding project that I'm going to do, and we'll show you the setup right now. Okay, so here's the setup. I've got my low-down workbench set up out here so I can set out on my little red stool to work. The materials that I'm going to be using today are the lightweight stuff that I talked about. We're going to use cut nails, like those long ones that I made the dragonfly out of. I've got a big washer. I've got some other concrete nails that are kind of spiral and smaller. I've got a little bitty drywall screw there, and a great big heavy steel nut. So those are the materials we're going to be working with. Now, the setup on my workbench, I took my low-down workbench that's made out of wood, and I put this piece of sheet metal on top of it. The piece of sheet metal, if you're welding, you have to clamp a ground clamp on everything that you weld, and those pieces are so small that the ground clamp here is bigger than the pieces. It becomes quite awkward. So what I've done is I put that piece of sheet metal on there. Then the ground clamp I just clamp to the sheet metal in the workbench top, and that way that everything that I lay on here will be grounded, and I can weld it while it's just touching this sheet metal. The only thing you have to do is to be careful not to weld your project to the sheet metal, and then you've got to kind of pry it and get it loose. You can see there's a hole right there where I did just that. I welded it to the sheet metal and had to break it out of there. Another thing I've done is I've clamped this little metal rod to the edge of the table with these vice grips, and this gives me a straight edge to line my pieces up with when I'm welding. Now, since we're welding light things, we don't want a lot of heat, we don't want to burn a big hole in it, so I've got the welder set. My welder has settings 1 through 5, so I've chosen setting number 2, and we've adjusted the wire feed to similar speeds to allow for us to weld this lightweight material without burning it up. So that's the setup. Got it grounded and everything. Let's put these things together, put some gloves on. I've got some leather gloves here that I can wear to kind of keep them from picking up something hot. And I'll show you what this project's gonna look like. All right, got my welding helmet on. Let's start out. We're gonna put that nail right there and the little nail right there. And we're gonna put those two together. Now we're going to add the washer. And now, a couple more nails. have love. And so we'll see if that'll pop up without coming apart. Come on. Beautiful. Popped right off of there. Now I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to hit all these on the back side just to make it a little stronger. Alright, now to finish it up, let's take this, it's hot, so I'm using pliers to pick it up, and we're going to weld it to the base. So we'll set it up here, get a little better hold of it, and we'll just kind of eyeball this, fit it on there like this. In a second. Get the back side here. There we have it. Love. I love these little projects. Those of you that were watching real close noticed that these leather gloves I've got, this one in particular, has got the finger out of it. I don't recommend that because that's a really good way to find out if the piece you're picking up is hot or not if you've got that finger exposed. It'd probably be better, more comfortable to do this job if you had a little heavier glove. You know, my father-in-law, Pete Holland, was a wonderful man. I dearly miss him. Used to go over and sit and visit with him, and every time I'd get ready to leave, he'd say, "Bob, tell them you love them. It's important." He meant to tell the people that we are around all the time that they are important to us and we love them. And so from Pete Holland, there you go. Spread the love. Thank you for watching. God be with you. God bless you. We love you.